This track is called Wrong Place, Wrong Time, and it's so much fun to play drums on this tune because it has a really fast, sort of punky beginning and end section, a nice groovy middle section, and I think I picked just the perfect kit for this song. This is the Mapex Black Panther Design Lab Cherry Bomb drum kit. We love cherry wood here at Sweetwater Studios. It's a great go-to wood and it sounds killer recorded. Mapex has come up with some really cool design features over the years. This Cherry Bomb kit has 1 millimeter thick cherry plies. The drums are either 6 or 8 plies thick. The kick drum is 8, the toms are 6. There's 2 different bearing edges on this kit. The kick drum has a 60-degree bearing edge and the toms have 45-degree bearing edge. You just get nice warm tone out of the toms and a beefy, punchy sound out of the kick drum. The sizes of the drums go like this. I have a 12-inch rack tom, 14 and 16-inch floor toms, 22-inch kick drum, and a 5.5 by 14 matching snare drum. Pretty typical sized drum kit here for me. This kit has what Mapex calls their sonic clear bearing edge. What that is 2 different cuts on the drum, 45 degrees on the inside of the shell and 60 degrees on the outside, which is rounded. That helps for the roundness of the sound, the sustain of the drum, and great tone interval from tom to tom to tom. The only difference with the edge on the kick drum as compared to the toms is that it's 60 degrees going to the inside of the drum and a rounded edge on the backside, which gives you that round, punchy tone, much more low end from the kick drum, which is what you want. Another thing that's really special about this kit is this tom mounting system, the MATS magnetic tom mounting system designed by Randy May. Randy May made an internal miking system for drums that have been around for a while. He's an amazing designer, and what this magnetic system does is it makes this rack tom hang really freely. You can see it doing this. There's a magnet on the piece right here where you can dial in the sustain of the drum. It takes away the need for moon gel, tape, or other things to dampen the drum. You can do it here by closing up the vent hole or opening it up. It's a really neat design. Also, just in case you don't know this or not, when you hang a tom from a cymbal stand, when you hit that drum, the sound of the drum actually goes down the cymbal stand into the feet and onto the floor or a stage. Sometimes you can lose the body of the sound of the drum by hanging on the cymbal stand. This MATS tom mounting system keeps the sustain in the drum. All the sound stays here. It's a really cool design and the drums sound great. I have the drums outfitted with Aquarian heads all around. On the toms are Aquarian white reflector heads, a really thick 2-ply head that is coupling together with the cherry shells in a great way. Single-ply Aquarian classic clears for the resonant heads on the bottoms of the drums. On the snare, I have a coated high-velocity single-ply head that has a power dot, a big power dot on the bottom of the head. I have a coated Aquarian Force 1, which has a sound reinforcement ring around the edge of the drum head. So, with all that being said, let's get into the sound of the drums right now. Check out the sound of these toms. Killer round and precise tone out of these toms. I really like the way the reflector heads are giving me that precise stick sound, yet nice round tone is coming out of the drums. Now the kick drum. Big, beefy, it's perfect for this track. For the snare, it's a 5.5 by 14, and I have it cranked up really high to fit the style of this tune. Here's the sound. It feels really good. All of the drums come outfitted with these triple flanged hoop, but the top flanged is folded into the drum. So you get a great rim shot, but it doesn't hurt your wrist or anything like that. It feels really good. Now for the cymbals. The beautiful array of Paiste cymbals here, mostly from the signature line except for this guy right here. Let's start with the hi-hats, 14-inch dark energy hi-hats, signature series. This one outlier over here is the PSTX 16-inch Swiss thin crash. It mirrors the China cymbal on my right side over here. Fast decay, trashy sound, perfect. I have an 18-inch full crash on my left and a 19-inch dark energy crash on my right. Great, typical Paiste wash over the sound of this kit. 18-inch signature thin China over here on my right. And what's really cool about this ride cymbal, it's the 20-inch precision ride, and it really is precise. With my trusty Vic Firth 55As and the acorn tip, in the middle section of this song, I'm playing a fast ride cymbal pattern, and the cymbal just really shines over the top of the track. You hear every stroke of the stick. With all that being said, let's go through a couple of the grooves of this tune. Since I was just talking about the middle section in that ride cymbal pattern, let's play that for you. The pattern is really simple, just 2 and 4 on the snare drum, but what it is on the right hand is fast 16th notes with no accents, all of them loud, like this. It's a great finger workout, finger exercise. See that? No accents are coming in, so I don't want the sound to do this at all. I want it just to be a straight line of 16th notes, all at the same level. And that, coupled with the distorted guitar riff that's going on, just a nice effect. Let's get to the other part of the song, the beginning and the end. That fast, sort of punky beat I was telling you about. Sounds like this. The low-end punch of the kick drum, the precise crack of the snare drum, really nice for that punky groove. And then the roundness of the toms fit in great with the fills that I'm doing in between all that stuff. And the last thing I want to play for you before we hear the song all together is the sound of these floor toms played at the same time. At the end of the tune, I play them at the same time, and they have a thunderous sound to them. Here we go. Woo! It's big and round and loud. And these drums actually sound like they're bigger drums. You have a 14 and a 16 here, but this, to me, kind of sounds like an 18 and a 20. One more time. All right, let's hear the song.